Eurovision Young Musicians 2018. What an amazing weekend we've had here in the studio at the Edinburgh Festival Theatre. Listening to 18 extraordinary young musicians drawn from across Europe and beyond. Winners of national television talent competitions in some cases, in other cases chosen by juries, representing 18 members of the European Broadcasting Union. Sadly, 18 must go down to 6. The 6 finalists who will appear on stage on Thursday night at the Usher Hall here in Edinburgh with the BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra and conductor Thomas Dausgaard. We are seconds away from revealing the names of the 6 finalists. But first of all, I want to introduce the 4 people who have been working incredibly hard this weekend, who have had a fairly hectic half an hour or so making their decision. The Eurovision Young Musicians 2018 jury. Please welcome, first of all, pianist Sinead Lee. Bassoonist Ursula Laveau. Percussionist Nue Rodrigo-Gispert. And cellist and conductor and chairman of the jury, David Watkin. David, before we get to the names, just a little word about the form. What were you looking for when it came to making a decision?
We were looking for a communicator, first and foremost. All of the people that we've heard in this amazing festival of youth and music have been wonderful players and wonderful musicians. We wanted somebody that could really tell a story to everybody, whether they're used to coming to hear classical music or not.
We gave you half an hour to make your decision. You went on for a little bit longer. Does that mean there was a bit of argument in the jury room here at the Festival Theatre?
Well, we've been having philosophical conversations about what music really is, what it's for, what it means, and what the next generation of audiences need and want, as much as what we as the sort of old fogies think it should be.
We should have had a listening device in the jury room, I think, to find out what conclusions you came to. Of course, these wonderful young musicians are not here just because of themselves, are they? There's a network of people around them.
Well, yeah, I would like, on that point, to thank all the mums and dads and families and supporters that have been here. Should we give you a round of applause? One of the things that we want young musicians to be able to do is not just to communicate with you, the audience, but with other musicians around them. So I'd also like to thank our accompanists throughout the last 2 days. It's been wonderful. And just one other tiny thing, which is, I think, when I was a child, the distractions that I had from my dedication to my art was kicking a tennis ball around and 3 channels on the TV. I think nowadays, what these young people have with other ways of entertaining themselves is absolutely formidable. So I really want to congratulate all of the people who've participated on their dedication.
I'm going to ask you in just a second to give us the 6 names, the 6 finalists who will appear on Thursday night. Just before we get to the names, let me say these are in no particular order. They're in random order. So, David, take your time. The 6 finalists at Eurovision Young Musicians 2018.
So, in no order, as you say, Petrok. From Germany, Mira Foron. From Russia, Ivan Besonov. From Norway, Birgitta Elisa Offerstad. From the Czech Republic, Indy Steven. Trousers. From Slovenia, Nikola Pajanovic. And from Hungary, Bence Marta.
Congratulations to you all, our 6 finalists in Eurovision Young Musicians 2018. Of course, this weekend has been special because we've heard 18 musicians. Let's welcome now to the stage all of this year's semi-finalists. "18 young people spreading the word of music and its ability to cross boundaries and the importance of classical music in broadcasting across Europe." Thank you all very much indeed for coming and joining us here this weekend. So now, the final. Thursday night, the Usher Hall here in Edinburgh, the BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Thomas Dausgaard, live on BBC Two Scotland, live on the BBC Red Button. You can hear it on Radio 3 the next afternoon, Friday afternoon. We're live too in nearly 24 countries across the reach of the European Broadcasting Union. See you on Thursday evening. It's going to be quite a night. From Eurovision Young Musicians 2018 and all of us here in Edinburgh, good night.